Excellent, cool. So this is the Gul Cross 10'7" entry board. Now this is one of my personal favourites. You know, in my collection, this is the one I've got. This is the one I use no matter what I'm doing. You know, whether it be surfing, touring. It's a extremely reliable and compact board. And this is the sort of board you can purchase whether you're new to the sport or whether you are experienced and just want a all-round SUP. This sort of SUP, you know, you're looking at about anywhere between 440 and 460, and it's an extremely reliable and compact pack. So in the pack, you're going to have, obviously to start, I've got the paddle. It's a 3-part alloy paddle, fully adjustable, and to be totally honest with you, a lot of people feel the need that sometimes when you get a package paddle, that they need to replace it for a decent one. Gul have very kindly provided us with a paddle which rivals quite a lot of the mainstream alloy paddles. And to be totally honest with you, it's one that if I'm not using for anything specific, I'm not surfing, I'm not touring specifically, I'm going to be using this. If I'm instructing, I'm using this board and this setup. So within the setup, first of all, we've got the fin with bolt and plate. We've got a coiled leash. Again, cord leashes are a lot better than just single strand leashes, mainly because of their compactivity and because this kind of strap is quite comfortable to wear as opposed to other brands. Before I get the board out, just quickly go over the parameters of it. So it's 10'7", it's 32 wide and 5. So that, to be totally honest with you, is going to fit most people with generic sizes. So we'll get the board out. So as you can see, when deflated, it can fit down quite small. Move the bag and stuff out of the way. So yeah, so we roll this out. First of all, like with any board, first thing you want to do before any equipment, you want to check to make sure it's all here and it's all okay. So I'm going to look at the baggage straps. I'm going to check the handle in the middle, make sure it's not frayed. A lot of the time with excessive use with boards, you can find that these start to fray off. Now that's not an issue, you can just fix it at home. If your mum's any good at sewing, then she can just sew it back together. You can replace them, although it can be a bit of a big job. But yeah, you want to make sure that this is nice and secure. Moving down, you want to check that your valve, when we open it, is closed. A lot of the time, you can tell just by pressing it. If there is a press back, if it pops back up, that means it's closed. If it's depressed, and when you press it doesn't come back up, that means it's open, and we just want to twist it until it pops back up. There we go. So unlike some boards, this board has 2 secondary fins. And the good thing about these fins is that if you are playing with kids, if you're just messing about in the water, you're not really worried about playing too much, you don't have to put the primary fin on. On paddle boards, this is probably the most delicate part of the board. Although with this brand and other brands we do, the track and the fin are quite sturdy. After an amount of beating, they do break, and so you can just leave it off for some things you're doing, and then that'll be totally fine. One thing I want to say is about the pump. So these pumps are extremely easy to use. They're dual action, which is great, and it's just as simple as with the bung. If it's out, it's single action. So when you push down, you're driving air in, and when the bung is in, it's dual action. So you're pumping air on the up and the down. That's it. Cool.